we go baby, new opening. Freaking Danmachi baby. I want to see the toothbrushing. Do we have a new toothbrushing? Come on, give me the opening where they're like toothbrushing. I want to see Heist like. Especially if Saori Hayami is gonna sing it again and so. This is singing the ending, right? That's it's very Ryuu focused. I've seen some poster art, so I think we're gonna see her backstory. I think we're gonna see her guild before he dies, something. Her family, yeah, her friends. She's long hair, yeah, it's Ryuu-san with long hair, right? So I think we're gonna see her, and like, you know, yeah, she's crying here and opening so 1 second. I think we're gonna have like a flashback of her before they died and so on, right? Her, you know, her goddess or whatever, and you know, her sisters and so on. Yeah, I saw like one. I didn't want to get spoiled. I saw one promo on Twitter, and it felt like it was just purely like females, right? Yeah, it's like a female guild, female Familia. And this is, I guess, fighting the ultimate. Yeah, they had the destroyer. Push him down there. I guess he has to like smith something down there. And I like how Lily looks very. Oh, Aisha! Oh my God, waifus! Oh my God, yeah, Aisha in opening. Aisha-san. Oh, yeah, see, yeah, see, this is what I mean. Yeah, this is like some. This is all of her sisters, right? They all died or something. Yeah, it's very Ryuu focused, right? The opening of Ryuu-san, exactly. And now Belle is still like, "Hey, girl, I got you," but that has to be all her sisters, right? Yes, we're gonna review this opening, baby. Review reaction, right? You know, I love doing this. Yeah, this is like the best part, I feel. The two best part, right? The new anime is look at the new animation, right? You know, having your returning favorites, or whatever. You know, I like Danmachi, right? Having your favorite, but also just look at the openings, right? Yeah, let's look at the opening and endings, and like Villain saying next week or so. I was in the new opening on Tuesday, but anyway, this opening is very Ryuu focused, right? Yeah, it's alright. She's standing crying and so on, and we're gonna see her face crying. So yeah, and this has to be, of course, you know, applying when her family like got killed, right? And I think one thing obviously is that she's got long hair, yeah. Like so, Ryuu-san, you know, the waifu elf, she got longer hair in this opening. But as I said in reaction part, or I mean, this is the review, whatever, yeah. In reaction part, I think that this opening is gonna be, sorry, the season I mean, but the opening is biased, right? So it'll be very heavily focused on her Familia, right? So as I said, I seen one of these promo arts, right, on Twitter. And it's basically just her whole guild, right? So I think we're gonna see all her like sisters, you know. I think they're like a female crew. We see them later in the opening, right? There's a bunch of waifus, right? Yeah, but I think that, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but straight up, the green-haired person, I will say the elf there, might be a man though, like flat-chested. But I think that she has a full-on female squad, like, yeah, so kind of like in that sense, Amazonian, that they were all waifus, right? They didn't have a single man in her family, Familia, but funnily enough, there's no Amazons. Yeah, am I the only one? Like, she has a bunch of like, oh, she only had like 5, 6 sisters, right? Yeah, they didn't, and no men were invited into their guild. Maybe the green here is a man, but I think it's a flat-chested elf. This might be a man, but I think it's a flat-chested A-cup elf lady, is my guess. But why is there no Amazons? Yeah, like, because obviously the Amazons are only females, right? Like they are only female family, but they don't have any Amazons. It's kind of weird, man. The most obvious thing to have that if you're only gonna be female. There's a lot of Belle fighting, right? But I think this is though, and I'll say this here a little critical of the anime, is that we saw it last season, right? They keep kind of reusing, how would I say that? They're reusing fighting scenes in the opening, right? So what I think this part is, because a large part of the opening was this fight with Belle, right? And this is probably because it's gonna be in the episode. That's what we saw last season, right? It had him fighting the moss guy, right? And that was like half the opening, or like all the fight scenes from the opening was then later in the episode. So I think that's probably why half the opening is in fight. I do that. The Lily is like, yeah, let's go. Yeah, Lily is more, you know, so that's yeah, Lily is like, yeah, I'm serious now. Well, let's cover there. Yeah, best part is Astraea, and the best part is Astraea comes in. Yeah, and then Astraea is like, I'm the waifu. Yeah, that's my Astraea, baby. At least one scene she got. Maybe she can finally own the Familia. But anyway, please subscribe to everyone. And check out the full episode reaction, right? We're cutting in here with the opening, and also check out Spy's Classroom.